guide dogs.
Previously on the Journey of a Guide Dog, we met some of our volunteer fosterers who provide temporary loving homes for our dogs in training.
We're giving somebody independence.
Somebody's going to have a really lovely companion.
Once the dog has finished their training, we then look at matching. The matching process is where we pair a suitably trained dog to a client who's been assessed and is on the ready to train list, which is a group of people who've been assessed by guide dog mobility specialists, and they meet the criteria to have a guide dog. So they have the right amount of orientation, they know their routes well, they've got the skills to walk their routes independently, so then they can be paired with a dog. Although we have a ready to train list, we have to find the right dog for the right person. So the dog must meet the client's mobility and lifestyle needs in order for it to be a successful partnership. We also look at the type of environments that they want to work the dog in. How often do they want to work the dog? Is it a variety of routes or is it a set routine? Whether there are children in the home, whether there are any other pets in the home.
I have a condition called sclerocornea, so I was born blind and I have around 5% useful vision in one eye and a little bit of light perception in the other eye. So I've never known a life without sight loss. My guide dog Elmo is a 3-year-old yellow Labrador Retriever cross, and my favourite thing about him is that he's so cheeky. He's just the sweetest boy.
I noticed I was getting blurry vision. It started deteriorating very quickly and it went downhill. I was registered blind then about 5-6 years ago, fully blind. My dog, Dane, he's a cross black Labrador Retriever. He's an absolutely first-class dog and friend and companion.
As a guide dog mobility specialist, I coach and support the partnerships through their training. I develop a positive working relationship with the clients and build their confidence in their dog handling ability and just offer support when necessary. Once matches are identified, we then present this potential match to a group of technical staff. If everyone is happy, then we call the potential guide dog owner and just explain that we have a potential match for them, and then we arrange to go out and do a matching visit. The matching visit is where the guide dog mobility specialist will go into the house, talk to the client and just chat about the dog's health, temperament and behaviour. They'll then do a harness walk with the dog, and that's really important because we want to see if they match the dog's speed.
I cried straight away. I remember actually because I just wasn't expecting it. So then when that call happened, it made it really real. It didn't feel natural to me at all. It was just this dog that I had to follow, and it felt so strange, but I knew that it would be a case of just giving it time. It was just a chance for me to, I guess, have a feel of what working with a guide dog was going to feel like. I think I was matched with Elmo for a couple of different reasons, mainly that he grew up in a house with cats, so I needed a cat-safe dog and I needed a dog that could live with other dogs.
I've always enjoyed walking outside, and unfortunately for Dane, he likes walking, so we end up walking miles every day, and he loves the exercise. He's like me, he's a quick walker as well.
We do like to leave the dog for a couple of hours or even do an overnight stay, just so the client can see the dog's social behaviour in the home and get to know them better. So if everyone's happy, we then contact the guide dog owner and let them know it's a yes from us, so you can be matched with this dog. After this, we start class training. We do it at the hotel in a group setting, which is so important for the future partnership, just because we're teaching the clients the skills necessary to work with their guide dog and to care for the guide dog. And it will also set them up so they can learn new routes and learn skills to problem solve. It's really valuable for the client to have one-on-one time to actually get to know the dog. We start with the clients learning core skills, so that's the first 2 weeks, and this happens in a group setting. So go through the guiding tasks, how to care for the dog, cooperative care behaviours. We also cover turns, how to use equipment, giving directional cues in harness, also locating objectives, so we'll go over obstacle avoidance, off-curb obstacles, we'll do traffic sessions, use of food and food delivery, and because they use so much food, it starts to develop a bit of a relationship between the client and the dog.
I actually really love the fact that he's got some quirks that make him really unique. It took a lot of work to really build our working partnership up, and I really enjoyed that challenge.
Following that is the 3 weeks of development training from the clients' homes. So the clients take the skills learnt at the hotel and then apply these to the routes at home. And it's great for them to practice that by themselves during the 3-week period. So then if any issues come up, the guide dog mobility specialist can then go over little bits with them and they can problem solve together. So then eventually the partnership will be doing a route independently.
It was an intense 5 weeks, and during that time I learned how to care for Elmo, I learned how to work him. I spent a lot of time bonding with him and learning about him too and his personality. He loves to work, and that was really, really positive for me to see.
So during class, it is important that the guide dog mobility specialist, the client and the dog all work together in order for the partnership to be successful.
The guide dog mobility specialist was brilliant. I was a little bit worried to start with because it's quite full on, but we got on really well and they were really supportive throughout the training and beyond.
The guide dog mobility specialists are brilliant. They know their dogs and they know the clients that's going to take on the dog.
I did come away from it feeling like I had a really good foundation to build on for the future and the skills that I needed.
Good boy.
He's already opened up the world to me in a way that I didn't know was possible.
For people going on the courses, to get to know the dog and how the dog works and how they expect you to look after the dog, it's a good all-round experience.
Really work on your orientation and mobility skills before even considering a guide dog. I didn't realise how important my cane skills would be, because you really need to be able to problem solve and to already have that foundation of confidence and independence under your belt.
It'll be the best experience you've ever had, and you'll have a friend for life, and guide dogs will look after you 100% all the way. I've gone from sitting in the house waiting for somebody to knock a door or phoning people to being outdoors again, and that's a big relief. It makes a hell of a difference to a person who got sight loss.
Partnership qualification is determined when all the objectives have been covered from the class training programme. Once the partnership has then qualified, they'll have a period of time where they'll practice their routes independently. Then we book in an aftercare visit for 4 weeks after qualification just to check their progress. But if the clients have any issues, they can just contact us and we can organise a visit.
Coming up next, find out how guide dog owners and their guide dogs work and complement each other as a partnership.